Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. I'm here outside of Caras-Galadon. I've done a lot of quests here over the last few episodes, but it's time to leave the city for a little bit. There's a bunch of quests on my tracker that require me to travel to other places in Lórien, so I'm gonna do that this episode. Beginning with this Lothlorien Preparations 3, in which I need to pick up some of these weapons here and carry it, I don't even know where, honestly. I'll just follow the quest tracker, though. I guess that way. Nope, this is taking me somewhere else. Let me set this as the focus. There we go. So that is going to take me, looks like, to Funuidhol, where the elves have set up a couple of watchtowers, or watchmelorns, I guess is a better word for it. Trying to curb the invasion of the orcs from the north. Having a lot of fun this season, man. It's nice being back outside. I can't wait for Mirkwood either. Mirkwood's going to be another pretty epic season. Slowly but surely, I'm catching up with the content in the game. At some point, I'll have to take a pit stop and go back and redo some of the things that I missed in previous seasons that I couldn't do at the time. But I don't know if I'm ready to do that just quite yet. Specifically instances, there's a lot of instances which I couldn't complete all the quests and the deeds certainly, so I might make a season out of going back through all the instances again at some point in the future. That way I can hit all the quests and deeds together. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We'll see. For now, I'm just going forward, going through Middle-earth, one map at a time. Alright, less than 500 meters now. Closer to 400. I like the torches lighting the path. Quite nice. I do want to apologize. I've been editing some of the previous episodes that I recorded, and the music was way too loud at points, kind of overpowering my voice. And I'm trying to fix that here for the future. Unfortunately, when I was editing, I had deleted some of the raw footage after I rendered the episode, meaning that I couldn't go back and re-edit the audio levels after I already noticed the problem. So, anyways, these supplies will help us maintain our defense.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
Thank you for bringing these supplies for my brother Mythinkippen. It seems increasingly likely that the orcs will soon begin their attack, and we will be glad to have these supplies. So I want to show you guys something. Well, never mind. Well, yeah, okay, so if you look here, preparations made for war, Lórien preparations of war, 467 out of 600. So we need to complete any of the Lothlorien preparation quests. There are 4 of them. They are repeatable. And each time you complete one, this number goes up, and it is server-wide, so anybody that completes this quest on my server will tick that 467 up. So as you will see, once I finish this one, it still says 467. I was thinking it would say 468, so I don't know what happened there. Honestly, I don't know. I'll have to... Okay, let's just forget everything I said over the past 5 minutes. We'll worry about this when I have to, okay? Let's do that. Looks like that guy that went up there is multi-boxing with some other characters here, if I had to guess. Let me come up here for a second, though. There's a quest ring, but... Oh, there we go. That guy.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
So, if you remember, these are all repeatable quests that I've already done a bunch of times. Well, not a bunch, but certainly at least one. So I'm not going to be redoing them. Let me put something else on my tracker though, specifically this one right here, about the elven script on the blade hilt, recover from Dar Narbugund. Celeborn told me that an elf warrior here might know who the blade once belonged to. But now I am headed to Cairn Imroth. Try to figure out if I can convince Aragorn to return to the hills there. Well, this is certainly a friendly challenge, Kippen. I will give you a bloom of Eleanor possessing such beauty that Aragorn and Lessar will be captivated at once and will have no choice but to return. I must confess I can think of no reason for him to decline my invitation here. He seemed quite happy during his prior visits. It is a mystery I cannot unravel. With a smile, Milwyn hands you a bloom of Eleanor that grows upon the hill. Bring that to Aragorn in the company's pavilion in Caras Galadon, Kippen, and he will hasten to gaze upon the hill of Cairn Imroth again. Alright. Let's see. Let me head on over to the Vineyards and turn in a bunch of quests there, and then I'll return to Caras Galadon.
Hail, friend, and well met.
I may start working on some of the quests in the Vineyard as well. I've been kind of ignoring them in my previous journeys to the area, but I'm getting to the point where I can probably start doing some of these.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
You have been sent by Brucharon for a special vintage she requested. I will retrieve it for you. I remember when this vintage was laid down. It was so many years ago now, and I was gratified to see we still had some of the bottles of it remaining. For Brucharon noticed that it had been laid down on the very day she met Belvagor. She requested that I set some of the vintage aside, saying that it had special meaning for her. It was exactly as old as her love for Belvagor. She asked you to bring this to him. You will likely find him guarding the gates of Caras Galadon.
The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
We have had much reason to gather and share meals of late, both for honoring the visitors who seek respite in our land and for the tragic news that reached us in the wake of their arrival. For the most part, our people are more than content to subsist upon the bounty of our breads and the greenery cultivated by our gardens, but we also enjoy the hunt and a fine roast now and again. After all, it does not hurt to bolster the morale of our folk with a little indulgence in such dark times, when battle seems always close at hand. To this end, I would have you hunt a few of the wild boars to the west in the rocky dens of Brockos. Their meat is rich and well worth savoring when properly prepared. Alright, let me take a look at a few things here. Let me go down here to the south actually and see if there's any other quest rings. I don't know why I didn't get on my pony. No quest rings. Interesting, got some farmlands here. Now farming I haven't really done much of. If you see, I've worked on my forester and woodworker, but my farming, haven't really done much with it just yet. I will eventually, no worries. Find one of the circular docks. Oh, am I really like stuck in the water? Well, I'll look into the distance for Amroth. You search the distance for Amroth's white ship, but it does not appear. Oh my god. Can't seem to land on my hobbit feet. Now I can't get up there. This is crazy. Oh, no, jumped over it. There we go. Why was that so difficult? Boar meat. Where is this? That's what I want to know. me take a look at the map. I don't see where it's flashing. You guys probably see it and it's driving you crazy. Oh, right here. Okay. Well, you know, maybe I'll take a pony over here and turn that in. And then go from there. There's a couple of quests up here, though, it looks like.
Welcome to Lórien. May I have a word with you?
By the way, Kippen, have you yet come upon the ancient circles of Lothlórien? They were raised so long ago that few of our tales even speak of their origins. Those among us that feel the need to remind ourselves of our origins often go to these ancient glades and meditate within them, recounting years long past. Perhaps you should attempt at this pilgrimage. I would be most interested to hear your thoughts upon it should you complete it.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Greetings, Kippen. You come at an auspicious time, but one that finds me ill-prepared for my duties. You see, I am the mistress of the feast for Lothlórien, and it falls to me to prepare a great banquet. Yet I find myself with a few hands to spare for such an event, for many have been called away to guard the borders of our forest or to sojourn further afield against the foes of the elves. So I ask you, if you will, seek out my companions who labor here and to the south towards the vineyards, and offer them whatever aid you may in these preparations, for time grows short. So that's probably going to open up a bunch of quests, looks like.
Welcome to the Golden Wood. May we speak?
You are here to help with the preparations for tonight's feast? Ah, we shall make the night glow with lantern light. The lanterns line the path on the other side of this gate. When night falls, I would like you to light them for me. So let me light a few of these. "13 lanterns. They do exude a pretty nice glow though, not gonna lie. Look at that, nice and warm. I like the fireflies. Four more. It's a long path. Alright, final one. I don't even know where I am. Okay, kind of towards the edge here. I'm not gonna go to the city just yet. Let me head back to the vineyards.
Welcome to the Golden Wood.
The lanterns are lit. Very good, Kippen. Sweet. So I need to do 4 more quests, it looks like.
Tarry a moment and speak with me.
If it is not too onerous a task, my good warden, may I ask you to fetch water for me? We will need much of it for the banquet. The water of the Anduin is fine for most uses, but for our festivities, we prefer to use the water drawn from the clear spring of the forest of Lórien. It is not too far at all. Simply proceed west from here, and you will find the spring tucked away along the side of the southern ridge. Be careful not to spill too much on your way back. I expect a thirsty crowd this evening.
The Galathrene will need your aid.
There is a traditional toast at the beginning of every feast, for which we will provide the wine. The wine for this feast is, of course, already aged to perfection, but it is our custom to lay down the making of future vintage just before each gathering. We need to gather a few last clutches of grapes before the evening's festivities. If you would be so kind as to find some ripe bunches in and around the vineyards, and bring them to me for the tubs, you would have my gratitude. Alright. Wine when we dine. Interesting quest name. These elves sure do like their wine. Now I can crush the grapes in the tub. That's disgusting. Using my hobbit feet to do that? Isn't that gross? I mean, I guess I'm trying to zoom in on my feet, but not really working. Look at those grimy things. Look at that. Stepping on goblin corpses, traveled all over Middle Earth on them. He's never washed them. My hobbit's never washed those feet, and now he's crushing grapes for the wine with it. That's disgusting. Don't drink elven wine. That's my recommendation.
What brings you to Lórien?
Thank you, Kippen. Today we lay down a vintage that will be consumed by the revelers many years from now, perhaps even on distant shores, as a fond memory of Middle Earth for those who pass beyond the sea. Alright. Next. Let me come here. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm gonna be honest. Just trying to reach those 2 quest rings. Hopefully there's a back way in there. Looks like there is.
Sweet-eyed, dear. Stay a moment and speak with me.
I see that our fair mistress of the feast has recruited you to aid us in our preparations. I truly appreciate your willingness to help, Kippen. Let us see what is on my list. Pie fillings. I will need mushrooms for the savory pies and berries for the sweet ones. The mushrooms I need can be found along the banks of the stream that runs by Imlad Leylith. It is a variety of mushrooms we call button because of their round caps. The berries I need commonly grow in the forest a short way north of Imlad Leylith. They should be simple enough to find.
Sweet-eyed Rondir, stay a moment and speak with me.
What am I missing? Ah, of course, meat for the spit. I have neglected my duties for the banquet and must quickly rectify the situation. There is a herd of boars that can be found along the eastern edge of Gelrador, a fair way north of here. Though any boars of Lothlórien will do, bring me back some nice large cuts of boar meat. Did I say something amusing? Do they not hunt boars in your lands? Okay. So, I guess let me head north. Let me kill this thing, because it is a named creature. You know, I love killing these. Doesn't look like he's protected, so I shouldn't lose any reputation. Sweet, I got a mithril flake. Good stuff. Let me head north. If I can. Well, actually, there's some mushrooms here. I didn't realize they'd be on these banks. I think I have 2 quests to collect boar meat, so I should be able to 2-for-1 this. All right. I'm gonna keep heading north. Let me look for more mushrooms, actually. What is this? I don't think I've been up there yet. Pretty peaceful up here. Nothing too exciting though. Good view of the Anduin. Nice fortress over there. Anyways, let's continue. These elves are having a great time. I think there's gonna be some berries in these woods. There we go. There's one right there. Not seeing any boars. No boars to be seen. I think they're all up here, but just not seeing any. There we go, there's one. Might as well grab these. See, I'm gonna avoid the protected ones. I don't want to lose reputation. Really not too many of them. They're all protected. Wow, I thought I would kill that swarm in one hit. Had a little bit more HP than I thought. It's annoying because that piglet didn't drop anything. Neither did that one. Come on. New area that I have not been to. Guess it's this clearing. There we go, halfway there. Too many piglets, not enough full-grown boars. Gonna start heading back south. Hopefully only one more. Unless it chooses not to drop any meat. Which always happens. It's unfortunate. Well, not always, but frequently. The last enemy that you need refuses to drop the item that you need. Okay, done with that one. Now I think there's gonna be some berries over around here. Still need several of those. You know, let me put it on the tracker, or I'm gonna be riding around like a fool. Let's do that. It's actually more over this way. Two more berries ought to do it. Time to grab a few more mushrooms, 3 more. That silly lizard trying to act tough. It's like maybe on the other bank of the river. Let's see. There's a couple more that way, it looks like. Oh, I fell. Of course I did. My goodness. That's alright, because there's a mushroom straight ahead. Sweet, done with that. Time to go turn in a few of these. Okay.
Welcome to Lórien.
Ah, boar. There's nothing like it, is there? I do not think anyone could ever get tired of juicy... What is the matter with you, Kippen? Why do you roll your eyes every time I speak of boars? I don't get it. I feel like there's some pun or joke that I'm missing here. Yeah, I don't know.
Sweet-eyed, Rondir.
You have returned with the ingredients I need, and with little time to spare. I have much to do before the feast.
Welcome to the Golden Wood. May we speak?
Perchance, could you do me a discreet favor, Kippen? There is a woman I was supposed to meet by Lady's Rest, just a short way southwest of the gates of Caladon, but I do not think I will be able to make it. I was hoping you could take this letter for me. Please forgive me for pressing this upon you. I would never do so were the situation not so urgent. I have to work now. Alright. So I think I'm going to call it an episode here. In the next one, I'm going to continue assisting the elves and their preparations for the feast. Hope you're enjoying. See you next time.